some more tips as you're planning your business for next year. Brought to you by Barrel Bourbon, batch number 28. They made 5,248 bottles with this batch. It was aged for 10 years. It's 108.8 proof. And each batch is unique, just like each of you are unique. And your goals for next year are unique. I've been coaching real estate agents and loan officers for 10 years now. So, as old as this bourbon in this bottle is, that's my experience doing it. And personally, I feel like I'm better at it than this bourbon is good after 10 years. And this bourbon's pretty good. But enough about me. Here's what I got for you. Something simple. Something I see as a common mistake all the time when people are doing their business plan and they're setting their goals for next year is they will bite off way more than they can chew and instantly get discouraged and fail really quickly and just give up on the whole plan. So don't do that. And they severely underestimate the power of the little things. I'll give you guys a great example. If a real estate agent has a database of 400 people that they know, statistics have shown that 15% of those people will purchase or sell a home over the course of a calendar year. So that's 60 people. Most real estate agents have nowhere near 60 people a year that they help. And they probably have names, phone numbers, and email addresses and home addresses for well over 400 people. So why is that? It's not because any individual realtor is unskilled or is a bad person or not likable. It has nothing to do with their personality or any of that. Or their character. Well, I guess it's a question of character, but not necessarily. The truth is, because of lack of consistency and because of, as I said, severely underestimating the power of consistent things like a monthly physical mailer, a monthly video email, a quarterly phone call, and a semi-annual in-person event. Okay, it's because there's not consistency among those four things. And I'll give you guys a great example. If you've ever been into a cave, right? Like my wife and I, we went to Cancun earlier this year, and we went to some cenotes, and there's this really cool place called Rio Secreto where you get to rappel into a cave and you traverse through this cave and you do a little bit of swimming in the water in the cave. Very cool. Anyway, caves have what are called stalactites and stalagmites. The tights are the big spiky things that come down from the ceiling, and the mites are the big spiky things that come up from the floor, right? The way that those rock formations are created is one drop of water at a time. You see, there's like molecular level sediment inside of the water. A lot of time, at least when we were in Mexico, it's mostly limestone, right? Just dripping constantly forever. And the tiny amount of minerals in every single drop, they layer. And that's how these things are formed. And I looked it up. The biggest stalagmite, those are the ones that come up from the floor, on the planet it's somewhere in China. Actually, there's 3 of them that are about this height, 70 meters. 70 meters. For those of you like me that don't really understand the size of a meter, I mean, I know it's roughly a yard. It's like around 250 feet. 250 feet more or less, created by little drops. And so, perfect example, if you're a business person, of how this would help you is the difference between sending some birthday cards out next year to some of your favorite past clients and sending 400 birthday cards. If you sent a birthday card or 5 out next year, the odds of getting a real estate referral or transaction because of that card are, they're not even quantifiable. It'd be pure chance. However, if you sent out 400, the odds are very high that you would get a few deals because of the consistent dripping. Here's a real life example. When you're putting your goals together, what I want you to take away from this is, do not underestimate the power of the little things done with diligence over time. And if you're looking at your marriage, for example, like for me, my wife's love language is acts of service. So let's take that into account. Now, I want to be a great husband because I love my wife and she's freaking amazing. And I want her to be happy, and I want her to be happy with me because my love language is words of affirmation. So if she says nice things about me because I do a good job, everybody's happy. And so here's two examples, right? I could send her out with her girlfriends, and then while she's out, I could clean the whole house, like do the vacuuming, scrub the floors, take out the trash, dust everywhere, right? Just clean up the house, make it all pretty and all nice. I could do that one time next year. That'd be great. She'd be happy. But what if I did the dishes every single day for the whole year? Right? Now, don't get me wrong. The last thing I want to do when I've been working all day and I come home and it's like time to go to bed is throw on an apron and like get my hands dirty in the sink. But my wife doesn't want to do that either. Like, it's the last thing she wants to do. That's why there's still dishes in the sink, because it's literally the last thing she wants to do. So if I every single night before I go to bed make sure that the sink is empty and the dishes are in the dishwasher, that's going to have huge results for our relationship. Way better results for our relationship than if I just cleaned the whole house one time. And frankly, what's way easier than cleaning the whole house? Just doing the dishes. So it's those consistent actions that will determine the outcomes that you have next year. So again, stalagmites, the big rocks that come up out of the caverns and caves. One drip of water at a time. So think about what you can do next year that will make a big impact in your, not just in your business results, but in your life, right? Now the fun thing is my wife's going to see this video, and then it's real, like, now I'm going to really have to do the dishes every single night, which is great because I love my wife. And having a little extra accountability around it doesn't hurt anybody, because I know I need accountability for everything in life. If you need accountability, I love holding people accountable. I've been doing it for 10 years. If you just need some ideas or need to share some thoughts or want to talk to somebody who is a pretty good listener and has listened to a lot of really smart people and might have some good insight for you, then call me. It would be my absolute honor to hear your story and to help you through whatever you're going through and to grow together next year. Thanks for your time.